Hey, howdy do guys. Me here back again quite soon. Sooner than you're usually probably expecting. I am in a different location this time, as you can see. I am in my girlfriend's garage because it's just a bit of a better space, bit to piece this lawnmower together. So I've started actually bolting it all together properly. So I thought I'd better pull my finger out, pull the phone out and film a little bit to show you what I've done so far, so you can see exactly how it's all piecing together. But yeah, it's piecing together quite well so far. It's taking a lot longer than I thought it would originally, but I'm also going quite slow and working it out as I go along. So yeah, anywho, take you over to have a look right now and show you the progress so far. Okay, so it's a little bit dark in here, but oh, there we go. Put the light on the phone, that makes it a lot better. So you can see, obviously, all these brackets and everything have been bolted down. So then that's been bolted across into the motor. The motor's been bolted there, it's been bolted down there. And I've even got these brackets here bolted down to the body and bolted to the motor for this front support. So that motor is well and truly secure, because that is the same on the other side. As you'll see, I've got one of those right angle brackets, same there. So yeah, that motor's not going anywhere, and I'm really happy with it. We'll show you underneath. Oh, so you got the shaft here. So obviously I'm gonna have to get some sort of coupling made to go on that to attach a blade, but that's a later problem. But yeah, you can see where I've put the bolts here. I put big square washers as well, so they have a nice even distribution of tension, so it doesn't just rip through the body, because the body is a little bit rusty in spots, as you can see, especially over here. But yeah, all in all, coming together all right. So let's give you a look at that. But yeah, so I'll film when I've got the next bits done, but the next bits to go on probably are the battery plates and the inverter, and then I'll start putting the motors on and thinking about the wheels and all this shit up here. So there's quite a bit to do, so I'm going to stop yabbering on and actually get on with it. So I'll see you again in a little bit. Righto, we're getting there. I've got the two battery plates bolted down, and they've got these brackets screwed underneath them, nice and secure, because that's what the inverter is going to bolt to. So next step is bolting the inverter here and putting the bits of aluminium angle around those, slotting the batteries on, connecting it up, motors, yeah, lots of shit, but we're getting there. Okie dokie do. So we got some more done. It's starting to look like something now. I've got battery plates bolted down and they've got the aluminium surround on them. I'm gonna have to put some sort of padding in here, foam or something, to stop the batteries having those push into them, but that's all right. That's an easy thing to do. But got the inverter all mounted up. She's all sturdy, solid. And that other battery plate here too. This motor's not mounted yet. I haven't drilled the holes for it, but I have drilled the holes for this one, and I've put a couple nuts through. It's not fully done up. There's still two back here, but I've got to pull this plate off to do that, which is annoying, but that one's half done. So yeah, it's coming along quite nicely. That's what it looks like from the front, and that's what it looks like from the side. So it'll look a bit different obviously once the batteries are on. You know, it's a little foster kitten I got there keeping me company, and Rocket over there in the bed. But yeah, we'll keep you updated. I'll have a bit more filmed once I do a bit more. But yeah, it's looking quite nice at the moment. Quite nice indeed. See you guys shortly. Okie doke, so a slight bit more progress. We've got the rods to hold the batteries in, so basically I've just got some bits of fibre here to space up the battery above those bolts. And then that's going to go down over the top of the battery, and me fasten the nuts to clamp the batteries in place. And then I've got a wire everything, because yeah, both these motors are mounted properly now. So everything's mounted up nicely. We're going to be putting the batteries in now. So the next part you'll be seeing is everything ready to go, and hopefully giving it a test run. Fingers crossed everything works. Also up here, I had to cut this in half to get the throttles on. So what I'm going to do is put the throttles on, slide on that way, slide on that way, and then I've got, where is it? This is going to be the control panel. So I've got a piece of angle, if I can find that, right here. That's obviously going to go across there and be bolted in place to brace those handlebars back together. And then it's also going to have that slipped on behind it. So it's going to look something like that, with two thumb switches on the just beside the control panel, and then all the switches and knobs and key and that on that, and display on this little panel here. So that's what it's going to end up looking like. And yeah, so I'll get cracking on with the wiring and keep you updated. See you in the next part. Okie dokie, hey guys, it's been a couple days later. I've been doing my head in trying to wire this thing up, so you know, I'm halfway there. I've got some good and bad news. So I've made progress. It is functional, but not fully functional. But I need to take a break from this to rest my head and brain, because wiring just does my head in a lot. And if I give myself a few days, I'll be clear, and I'll just probably work it out really easily. But at the moment, it's just not working for me. I can get the main blade motor to work with a switch. I can get the drive motors to work with the on-off switch, and the throttles work, which is perfect, but I can't get the reverse switches to work. And I can't get the key ignition switch to work. So, not that complicated, I know, but they're just not working for me. So I'll show you how it is now. Until it's going to be until the next video anyway. So yeah, let's just have a look at the mess of wires and gizmos that is the mower. So I'll show you that now. So here it is. You can see it's a lot of wires and shit, but everything's, you know, more or less functional. So we'll go over here and show you the little. So this is the control panel. So you can see here, you hold on to it like normal, and you got your little thumb throttles. So each hand has its own throttle. So obviously this left one controls the left motor, the right one controls the right motor. When it's working, there's a battery indicator. That's supposed to only turn on when you turn the key on, but I haven't got the key working, or it's faulty, that key. I'm not too sure, but regardless, that's just always on until the key works. But these are the toggles for forward and reverse, so you can make it so both motors go forward, both motors go backwards. One motor goes forward and one motor goes reverse, and vice versa. So you can do a full, you know, basically like a full skid steer, but just miniature. And only the back wheels doing it, so the front wheels will sort of drag, but the back wheels will keep it from turning. But you know what I mean? You'll see once it's actually working. But you know, usually, and that's obviously the switch for the blades. I put it underneath a safety cover just so it makes it obvious, and so you don't accidentally knock it on. But yeah, we could show you it firing up. So usually you would turn that, and that would turn everything on, and then that would activate this switch, which would allow you to turn the drive motors on, but the drive motors will turn on regardless of that switch. So let's just forget about that for now. So As you can see, turn that off. Nothing happens. Turn that on. That one's driving the left motor. So you can see there, it drives it forward. You've got your speed control. And then we've got the right motor. You can see it goes the right speed, and then you can just control the speeds of those accordingly, and you can just make it sort of drive straight or turn as you want by adjusting the speed of each motor with the throttle. And then again, like I said, later on, once I work it out, you'll have reverse options and other shit. So we'll leave that on actually. And then for the blades, it's got no blades, so I can safely do this, but you gotta flick that up and that'll engage the main drive motor. Not drive motor, blade motor, sorry. And I'll just demonstrate. You can still use your other motors. You can still hear them, it's pretty quiet, but they still work. So far the voltage doesn't seem to be sagging much either, which is good. So obviously the batteries can handle it all. But yeah, that's basically what I'm up to so far. I'll just turn that off and flick that off so those are inactive. I've still got to wire up the dead man switch, so this will be, I was going to put it on top, but I don't really like the look of it. I mean, it looks okay, but I'm probably going to mount it underneath. We'll see how it goes. Sorry, something scratched me. Mount it underneath, and that's just a switch just to disengage the batteries. So worst case, sort of like a fuel switch on your car. Worst case scenario, if you do any work to this, you flick this switch off, and it just disconnects the batteries from everything, and it's safe to work on then. Or if you see a fire or anything go wrong, you can flick this switch, it's sort of the oh fuck switch, and it'll do more than your ignition will. It'll actually cut the batteries apart from each other. So it's a good safety measure to put in place. But haven't done that yet. But yeah, but still, it's coming together, looking good. I quite like the layout and how it looks. I'm quite happy with this. Once I tidy up all the wiring, it'll be good. But honestly, it's, you know, it's looking all right for a prototype. It's going to have a light, obviously, so I'm going to put a 24 to 12 volt converter so we can power that light. So you've got a good LED light to give you some illumination at night. But yeah, otherwise, that's me done for a few days. You'll see a video whenever I finish doing more stuff on it, I guess. So I'll catch you guys in the next one. Yeah, I would like to have it all wired up properly and fully testable this video, but I'm just not capable. It's just too hard for me to do it at the moment. I need to get other things done on priorities. So we'll put it on hold for a little bit and come back to it, and you'll see when it happens. So catch you in the next one. Bye. Hey, big boy. Bubbles slinking over on the prow. She's in here because she's naughty. She's a naughty cat. She's cute, but she's naughty. So she's in banished the garage for a bit. There's Rocket's bed. Rocket's decided to eat his bone over there, but yeah. I was looking alright. It's a headache, but it's looking alright. Got two little motorbikes to do as well. You can see in the background, but they're for another video. So thanks for watching this long. If you have been, like and subscribe, all that jazz. Really appreciate it. But yeah. Looks pretty schmick. I'm happy with it. Even though it's not done yet. Hey, Rocket. Hey, Bubbles. No, none of that. That's why I need a dead man switch. Alright. Oh, look at that. Cool little mini bike. I wonder when there's going to be a video about that. Probably soon. Anyway, bye-bye. See yous. Rocket says bye. So does Bubbles. So does me.